Freddie, that was quick. How you doing, buddy? I don't know whether I need to get this shared on something or other before I get going. Don't know whether I can rely on... Haha, there she is. I was just going to say, I don't know if I can rely on Laura being here straight away to get it shared anyway, and there you are. There you are. Don't know if I just post something on Elite quickly. How do I share? What am I doing? I'm such a noob, it's unbelievable. Oh, do you know what? I can't be bothered. Someone else can take care of it for me. Thanks, Laura. Right, let's get going. Let's get going. Yeah, sorry I haven't been on for a little while. I was thinking of coming on yesterday or day before, but I saw a couple of other people on and I just thought, oh, I can't be bothered. And I was playing like an absolute twat the last couple of days as well. So I'm glad that's not on YouTube for everyone to see. Not been doing too bad today so far. So hopefully we can carry on. Don't know whether to send it here. I sort of feel like I don't want to waste the... Oh, here we go, he's going for it. Let's see if I get a bit more of a tailwind angle and see if I can just lob it down there. I sent it on this hole yesterday and just made a complete hash of the setup and just chucked it straight in the very first bunker. It's not what you want to do when you've gone and wasted a berserker. See, that's a nice shot. Oh well, let's do it. First hole of the stream, let's give it a big old send. 15.5, and I'm sure I've got more of a tailwind angle than what he had. So I will actually adjust this properly this time. So I'll do just a bit more than max temp. I never know how much curl to put on this one as well. I guess a bit. Cool, yeah, perfect. That's going to be rubbish. Go on. Didn't have quite enough on it. Let's hope he doesn't chip in from where he is. Not the easiest shot with a wind resistance one ball, I suppose, but yeah, it was quite fun when I saw yesterday that Ren had matched Caddy on his stream. I had to go back and watch it because it was quite funny to see. I don't think he was having the best day, really, was he? Anna, how you doing? How you doing? You need commentary. What does that mean? Ooh, unlucky. Yeah. Joe, how's it going? Don't think I've had you in before. Unless you've been lurking. Right, whereabouts are we? Gosh. 30 odd %, something like that. We'll go 33. 3 rings, that sounds about right. He's going to be pissed if I drop this. Oh. Go on, get in anyway. Oh, perfect adjustment for the great right. Just practicing. This is fine. Not again. Oh, such a bell end. I play that guy all the time, and I know obviously I just used a berserker on that game, but he always seems to pull out some sort of special ball on me, so regardless of the fact that I just dropped the luckiest albatross in the world, I am not rematching Jay. Started the stream with my very first YOLO. Oh dear. How are you doing anyway? Raging, you don't have the football? I didn't even know there was football on, to be honest. Must be on BT, because I'm sure I checked Sky and there wasn't anything on. I probably could cast it to my TV actually, but I've only got BT on my phone. Unless you're talking about Swansea versus Reading, which I'd be surprised if you are. Yeah, not too bad, thanks, Jay. You know how it is at the moment. Also being that weird time between Christmas and New Year. Oh, it's on Amazon Prime, is it? Oh, well, there you go. Well, I'm going to put it on in the background, but I'm not going to have the sound on because it's surely a bit irrelevant. You don't want to hear the sound. Unless you want me to just shut up and listen to the football. Oh dear. I don't actually know who's playing. Well, obviously I'll see in a minute anyway, but... Oh, Newcastle, Liverpool, is it? Right. What do I want to do in this wind? It's a bit of a... I normally just I tend to be a bit of a pussy and lay up in this wind. So I just don't see the benefit in trying to get over and wasting a ball, even though I'm never going to drop the second shot anyway. And obviously you can then end up in the bunker, so call me boring, but although I have I've made a mess of this layup shot a few times and put it in the top rough or the left rough, sand even. Here we go, Newcastle, Liverpool. Oh, and Spurs Fulham afterwards as well, I think. What's the score? Has it even kicked off? Ah, 0-0 after 17 minutes. Ooh, Robertson's down injured. Liverpool have actually had a few injuries this season for once. It seems to be that in previous seasons they have a strong first team, but sort of not that much depth in their squad. But they just managed to go whole seasons without anyone really getting injured. It's crazy. But anyway, that's enough football talk. Most people in here aren't going to care about that. I haven't really figured out the elevation for this second shot from here. It just seems to play really weird. I think it obviously, well, for obvious reasons, depends whether it's sort of headwind or tailwind, but I tend to try and play at 20%, but sometimes that feels like it's under-adjusted. Jeez, 14.8. It's gusty out here, boys. Something like 75%. Something like that. Oh, if I could see, that'd be great. Let's go 9.5. Get a little bit of a pull angle on it. See what that does. Oh no, Caddy's on till 11, is he? See, look at that. There's something up with my pull angle there, because that landed way back. I know it's a bit of a headwind angle, but I thought I sort of counteracted that enough. How come he's on Tour 11? I thought he tended to stick in 12 unless he's sort of on one of his baby accounts or something. I hope I bloody don't get him. I don't want to go full Ren. Oh, as if this is a putt. Give me a break. Yeah, I seem to have saying about how I wasn't really playing particularly well the last couple of days. I was going through one of those. I've sort of spoken about this before. One of those days where they just seem to always give you this, the same shootout holes, and typically it was the ones that I'm not very good at. And I just couldn't catch a break. Honestly, it was ridiculous. Right, so what I've figured, I play this power 3 numbers, and I do 20% in crosswind and headwind. And I've seen people play higher than that, but what I've noticed is it will set you, it pulls you back quite a lot in a headwind, but what it doesn't do, like if you adjusted 25 or 30%, you're way off to one side from your original landing position. So I've started playing at 20% and then in a headwind, pushing up like 2 rings, and that seems to work quite well. Might have to jump on for a few games and have a cracking at the old man. What on earth does that mean? Are you talking about me being an old man? You wanker. Yeah, that's not a horrific shot. It should be beatable, but then I've messed this hole up more times than he's not a fan. So I'm going to play this min 20% power 3 ball numbers. Probably going to put something like 4 back on it. This is always the problem, you don't want to put too little backspin on it, because you can then roll right the way up the hill, which you don't want. But obviously the last thing you want to do is put too much on it. Let's have a look. Oh, at caddy. Ooh, see, that was nowhere near enough curl. I'm really surprised by that. Really surprised by that. I haven't played this hole in a while, actually. Wow, I thought I'd put enough on that. Obviously not. I'll have to remember that for next time. Oh, shut up with your good luck. I probably had rolled quite far past the hole, but if you put that sort of past the right of the pin, off to the right-hand side of the green, obviously the problem that you have is if you curl too far, obviously it's not then going to come back in. But you can go sort of over to the right and it will drop down in nicely straight towards the pin. But yeah, it's one of those holes. I think obviously you need to know what you're doing, but there is a lot of luck involved as well, and I didn't have it on my side then. See, this is the only... I've actually... yeah, I don't know what it is, Laura. It's something about... No offence to... I'm sure there's good people in there as well. But in that clan, that Brothers United, whoever it is, I seem to play against a few wankers in there who give it the emojis all the time. I guess we've got wankers like that in our clan as well, but... Oh dear. Yeah, this is the... Oh dear. Shouldn't be a problem being in that bunker. This is the only hole that will tempt me away from having my Apocalypse Apocalypse Cataclysm combination. Previously, I've been trying to use the... I had been trying to use the... what am I doing? Need a katana for this shot. I've been trying to play with the Thor's hammer because it's got a better ball guide. But what I've since realised is, since they've brought these Parc de Paris courses back in, with the shootout holes, there's 2 of them, 2 of the 3, can potentially end up in a driver to wood club switchover or vice versa. And obviously what I found is having the, which I know obviously a lot of people know anyway, but having the APOC 6 and Cat 6, the rings are exactly the same size. So it's a Peter Pierce to adjust. Obviously the spins vary as well, because obviously the different power affects that. But being able to adjust knowing the rings has made it so much easier than trying to go from like big old rings on the APOC to like Guardian rings, things like that. So literally I just play APOC and Cat, nothing else now. But this is the only hole where there's obviously a good chance of dropping it with the sniper. By saying that, I still haven't actually done it, so I should probably give up on it. And only do it in a headwind as well, because in a tailwind obviously you try and get to green really. If that tree could bugger off, that'd be nice. But yeah, it's nice to have a bit of consistency as well, to be fair, because keep... M. Jacksonian, how you doing? Oh, I really wish I didn't get a tailwind for this second shot. That sort of pisses it up a bit, to be honest. So this is the shot, but it does need a bit of offset as well, because there is a bit of a funnel there, as you probably saw. Something like that. Let's do min 15 and a bit more, because I'm greedy. I'm sure someone can tell me how to play this shot a lot better than what I'm doing, so it'll go in one day. Hopefully today is that day. Oh, it looks... no. Tried to offset it a bit, but I think it's one of those in a crosswind. Maybe it's just worth adding a bit of curl on it or something, I don't know. So this is the problem that you now have, is you go into the shootout with a bloody sniper in the bag. Bunny Gaming, how are you doing? Love it. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Thing is about it, it's not the end of the world, because obviously if you need to use overpower, at least you've got small rings. But I did actually, when I played Ian Ballinger the other day, we got this hole, and I don't know whether you can only pull it off with a Thor's 7, because I think that's what he had. But we had a tailwind, and he snuck it between the trees, like through the rough and past, like through the middle of two trees and straight onto like the fairway before the green on this hole. It was a sight to see. Right, this is fine because this is driver only. Tend to play this one 20% elevation. I hate this wind though, I must say. I'm glad I've got a katana on because I've got the extra side spin. I sometimes, if this is sort of a flat crosswind, right to left, I play it sort of over to the right hand side, but yeah, this is not an easy shot. I would argue this is probably one of the hardest winds on this hole. I'm sure this guy will get within a yard and prove me completely wrong. Puff Caddy, how you doing? First time in the stream. Hopefully it won't be the last time. I'll try my best. Ooh, that was... Oh, are you kidding me? Are you actually... I'm sure his original landing spot was nowhere near there. He almost put that in the bunker. Oh well, we've lost this one. That's fine. I don't often expect to win on this hole. You see this sort of as you move to the right, the ball guide moves to the left there. That's what you sort of need to be careful of. I guess we need to attack the pin a little bit really, because he got quite close. Oh, that'll do. Let's do somewhere in between mid and min. Let's go 7. Have I offset it with enough spin? We'll say yes. Let's have a look. Oh, this is long. Oh, It's not the worst shot I've hit on this hole, to be honest. I sort of think this is the sort of hole where if you're within 3 yards, in certain winds anyway, so, oh, have I won? Bloody hell. I genuinely thought I'd lost that. Jeez. Yeah, see you later, mate. Oh dear. Right, let's go. Right, must remember to change the bag. I did this yesterday. I played this hole, played this hole and didn't realise that I hadn't then changed the bag back to my cat bag. It's only when I got to a shootout when I was really confused. Right, I'm trying out a new shot on this hole. Are we back? Sorry about that, I really don't know what happened there. Streamlabs threw a fit. So I've got no idea what I've just done on this shot, but... Oh dear. I was going to talk through my new shot, but this has probably gone in the bunker because I haven't put enough curl on it. Oh, that was just terrible. Yeah, what I'm trying to do, I've worked it out in a sort of, if it's a flat crosswind or sort of a bit of a tailwind, what I do is I play white ring to the right rough, obviously full left side spin, and then depending on obviously how much the tailwind it is, if it's straight tailwind I'll put no topspin on it, if it's a sort of flat crosswind I'll put sort of 1 or 2 topspin on it, and then I do curl obviously depending on which way the wind is coming, sort of have the middle line down my screen. I'll have that to sort of the black ring or the white ring, and that seems to be pretty consistent because what I was doing before was playing sort of close to the left hand rough, and obviously the problem that you have with that is you can do exactly what he's done there. He's rolled out, but you can hit great and clip the rough, you can over curl it and hit the rough, and it just kills your shot. Oh jeez. I'm glad we're both in the same boat here because that's a horrible wind to get on the second shot. Let's just ping it up there and hope we don't hit the... Oh, what have I done here? I'm not going to clip Laura's bush, am I? Just hit the rough. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I've had this hole a few times today, and that's the first time I've messed it up, I must say. I was put off by the stream cone out. But yeah, but saying that, like I said, I haven't actually really worked it out in more of a headwind. Oh, he might be in trouble here. He's quite far back. Yeah, he doesn't fancy it. I don't blame him. It's Jay's fault, yeah. Damn it, Jay. What are you doing? Yeah, I've never had that before, actually. It came up and said something about it was a invalid broadcast, so... Oh dear. I'll have to try and see if I can get Caddy's stream on in the background and see if I can snipe him. Oh, do you know what? That's not a bad shot, actually, from him. I think I'd probably rather be where he is. Let's see if I can get another great from the rough. Oh, no. 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 Right, okay. So we're going to be adjusting for the wind. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to guess about there. And then we'll do from sort of 10%. So let's go half a ring. Tell you what, if this goes in, hashtag YOLO. Oh, I've had a real bad spell of greats from the rough. Oh, that was nowhere near enough. I had a phase. It was a couple of weeks where I don't know what it was. I just couldn't miss from the rough and from the sand. I'd never been like that before, so I don't know what it was. It was the same in the tournament as well. The amount of I just made some really stupid mistakes and ended up in a few bits of rough and sand. Just was getting the drops. It was ridiculous. It's one of those things now, because it's in my head that I keep missing. See that he's it perfect. That's... Was he coming up short here? Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that's fine. I made him wait because of the first shot, so he can have that one. Damn it, Jay, you needed to say YOLO and that would have gone in. Oh well, that's fine. I'm not going to worry too much when I had a great right albatross first game of the stream. Oh dear. Didn't see what hole we got here. See, I'll play... Ooh. Is this a time to whack out my Thor's hammer? Although I only usually put on as much topspin as I would use on the APOC anyway. So yeah, I tend to play left-hand side here like he's doing. And just hope that you can sort of ping it over with the Cataclysm on the second shot. Seems to work fairly well a lot of the time. I guess if he's doing it, and he's playing with a Navi as well, which is always appreciated. That's a lot of curl though. Don't know if you necessarily want to go that far out to the left. Who knows? Who's playing what in terms of the tournament next week then? I must say, I can't remember the last time we had that course in a tournament was so long ago that I think I might have even been playing pro at that point. Certainly it would have been expert at most. So I've never played those holes from the third tee, but I will go master again. Expert tier 3 is really not interesting me much right now. Yeah, I was actually watching back an old Tommy stream because I wanted to see what the course was like from the third tee. And I sort of went back far enough and worked out that it was the Spring Major last year. There you go, Jay, May 2019. And believe it or not, that was actually before I even started playing. So... Oh, you're expert tier 3 now. Oh, yeah, you don't find out until they get the practice holes in, do you? So you can then see what you're in. But yeah, it was quite funny actually because I watched the Tommy stream, obviously on playback, so you can still get the live chat that was on at the time. And the amount of names that obviously people who are still I recognise now who were sort of about and watching Tommy, I don't know, it just seems weird to me because I wasn't even playing the game at that point. Just like some guys have been around for ages. It's crazy. I feel like I've been playing the game for a while, but it's not even that long in the grand scheme of things. Right. So I normally play this minus 10% elevation. Obviously you're going to want full curl, so I normally do blue ring to the rough, just to give myself a bit of breathing space. So 5-3. Ooh, bit of tail on it. Full curl. Get up there. Oof. Could have done with a little bit further over, but that looks fairly flat from there. Yeah, I am unsniper. I don't understand why, Hannah. Honestly, I literally haven't been sniped once since I've started streaming. The only time I've played anyone was when I accidentally matched Tony and didn't realise he wasn't in the chat, and I took him for 3 games. Oh dear. Silver and expert tier 2. Yeah, it's not guaranteed. I think it depends what your history was like before that, obviously. Why is my quality so low here? So that's 720. That's better. Yeah, it might be my trophy count actually, to be fair. Yeah, I think we came to that conclusion before, and I obviously forgot about that. Although I'm sure Dan was trying to snipe me before, and I'm sure he seemed to think his his trophy count was high enough. Must be one of the few people who hasn't dumped a load of trophies. I do sort of sometimes think, would Tour 11 be, much easier if I was down at sort of 2,000 odd trophies? But I dumped trophies a while back when I was a noob playing Tour 8. And it made a massive difference, to be fair. I used to absolutely kill Tour 8. I went on a 30-something win streak on there. But then when I wanted to get my trophies back, because I wanted to unlock, I don't even know if I'd unlocked Tour 11 or Tour 12 at that point, but I got them all back. Oh, there you go, Arnie, you should be alright then. I wanted to get them back, and it was the most painful experience of my entire life, trying to get those trophies back, because obviously you play against replays. Has that got any? So right, so no, I'm not even good enough to really play this shot. You can see the problem that you have is you can get a dead bounce and it can come up well short, or you can get a big roll that sort of takes you well past the pin, and I never seem to get anything in between, so I don't even know why I still play this shot. So I'm going to play min 20 plus a little bit of counter curl. This will probably be terrible, but oh jeez, what's gone on here? See what that was just rubbish. I don't even know what happened there. I must have missed my initial aim spot by a long way. That's definitely not how it's, either that or it's more of a headwind angle than what I thought. I should just give up playing that side, to be honest. It never works. I am a lefty. How on earth did you know that? Anyway, what was I saying before that? I'm so good at losing my trail of thought. I'm sure I was going off on one about something. Oh yeah, dumping trophies. Yeah, honestly, that was the most painful experience of my life, and I never wish to have to repeat it. Yeah, see, that wasn't a great shot either, but still better than mine. J-Face with stars, you wanker. Oh dear. I wonder, maybe that is a thing, is it then? If you release left to right, that makes you a lefty. It's funny that. I do sometimes when I just can't be arsed, I release right to left, and honestly, it's the weirdest thing in the world. It's like doing something else with your other hand. Am I right? Oh dear. Oh, see, right to left. Oh, Anna, I'm sorry. It was only because I play this guy and I normally beat him, and I was annoyed that he beat me, and I didn't want to say anything, but I want to beat him back. It's a grudge match. Oh, sorry, Jay. I'm useless, aren't I? I'll tell you what, my streams are so predictable now. The amount of themes that recur through all of my streams. I moan about every single shootout hole. I get stuck behind Laura's bush, and I rematch all my opponents whilst Anna's trying to snipe. Yeah, exactly, Jay, yeah. I'm not doing him a favour after he said about my stumps. This is a bit of a nothing shot for me, to be honest. The chances of me dropping this are so slim. Just play this mid, no elevation. If that tree wants to get out me way, get in the hole. geez, that's coming a bit hot. Fucking Nora. And you put 2 top on that. I forgot I was married. I didn't say that, did I? Oh dear. You beat him 3-0 yesterday, then man again got the 4th on him. Ouch. That is savage. I always feel bad when I beat someone 3-0. It doesn't happen often. The thing is, in Tour 11, I don't seem to get people wanting to rematch me that often. I'm not suggesting that that's some sort of reflection on me. It's just, and I'm the same. Sometimes when you lose a game and you're annoyed, you just back out. Unless you've lost and you feel really hard done by for some reason, then I don't tend to bother. No doubt this will go in. Cheeky little... Oh, he's not far off there. Oh, Anna. I'm sorry. Oh, geez, I'm just going to completely guess this. Something like that, that'll do. Who really needs to adjust Embringer shots? Can't believe actually, I got Embringer 5 on my baby account this week. And it's only 2,000 games old. And I've only got Embringer 5 on this account, which is like 12,000 games old. Well, 11 and a bit. I can't believe, like, pretty much all of my epics are up to 6, apart from B52 has only just got to 5, which is ridiculous. It's so far behind. And yeah, my Embringer for some reason. Right, give us a nice shootout hole. Oh my gosh, this is literally my least favourite shootout hole. Oh, and he's got a rock. Oh, I just have no idea. I really don't have a clue what to do on this hole. And especially with a driver, it's just impossible. It seems to be there's such a fine margin between going right over the back of the green, sort of coming up and rolling back down, or sort of being vaguely near the pin. It's just... Oh, I don't know. No idea. Then saying that, not everyone I play seems to have much of an idea either. No doubt he'll just get a fucking hole-in-one here or something. Yeah, this looks good. Wanker. What the how has he done that? How has he done that? I couldn't even get that close on this hole with literally 0 wind. Honestly, I hate it. I cannot express enough how much I hate this hole. Let's go 6. See, 6 back just feels like too much. Do 5.5. I'm going to do min 20. Power 3 numbers. Just 7-3. Fucking hell. YOLO. I want to hit a great just for good measure. Such a bad shot. Deary me. Oh well, I'm not rematching him now. This is when I need someone caddying in the chat. Like, does anyone know how to play this hole? Because I have no clue. Right, do not rematch. Oh well. Right. What am I going to do then to get you to be able to snipe me? Let me put a go in the chat. Oops. Go. Yeah, I do need a Peter Johnson. Oh, here he is. Oh no. Oh, this is going to get embarrassing now. Oh gosh. I mean, I know we're friends and everything, Anna, but I'm probably going to use a Kingmaker, so... honestly. Well, there you go, there's a first time for everything. This is the first... Ooh, I would not want to hit a great right on this hole. Oof. This is fine. Oh, gosh, right, okay, I'll use a Titan then. Oh, it won't be a complete bell end. Although I've got more Kingmakers than I've got Titans, so it's a bit pointless, really. So I do max 15 on this hole, which is 10-4. 10-4. Although I'm going to need a fair bit of overpower. Ooh. Ooh, I'd rather a minor great left than a... Oh, that was close. Oh, gosh. Just practicing. He's a comedian, isn't he? I bet you get a tailwind. Oh, wow. Wow, caddy wind. Are you kidding me? Although good luck setting your spins, I guess. Just send it off to the right. Fluky Belgian with your massive tailwind. Hold my beer. Look at you with your frame of shame as well. Oof. That's not an easy set. Funny enough, I did actually chip in from exactly that spot the other day, and I really didn't think I was going to, but it was just sort of standard Embringer, 20%. Let's do max 10. Let's do power 1 numbers, 8, 9, bit of a 1201. Let's see what that does. Probably missed the green, missed the rough. Get in the hole. Nah, too high. Close. Close. Stops me short. I've done that, to be honest. Yeah, I know, I haven't really got any of the new ones. Oh, strong headwind, isn't it? Oh, going for the dunk. I don't blame you. Let's just have a look at Arna's card, shall we, whilst he's... Ooh. Jeez. Do you get an achy neck? All that silverware hanging around it? Although none since the tears. Same here. All of my medals are pre-tears, unfortunately. Ah, your top season was... Oh, ouch. That was close. You know what? I've been dunking quite a lot. He won those with a minus 28. Check the Shankers chat. Joe, do I really want to check the Shankers chat? Oh, dear. I was going to take it to a shootout, Anna. You made me laugh with the silverware comment. I was going to take it to a shootout, and then I just thought there's no point. I want to play again. Should I back out? Oh dear. Yes. Sod's law, really, that the... I know, I think I said this before anyway, but the two... I know it doesn't really matter, but the two gold medals that I got, I actually won both those brackets by, I think it was 3 or 4 shots, which is ridiculous because I've also obviously had occasions where I've had a really tough bracket and I've just missed out by 1. It's just sod's law that you win by all those shots when you don't even need to. Oof. Watch this drive. Boom. Has Laura been misbehaving herself in other people's streams? Sounds about right. I do feel like there are a few. There's so many that I meet up with a few people, sort of ex Shankers and people you've played with in the past, and people who have bought the frame of shame. They do have some funny. I can't justify spending bloody £10 or £20, whatever it is, just to get some of them bloody emojis. Oh, the messenger chat. I'll have a look at that. If that's the ones on Plex or PL3X, whatever you call it, I've looked at them for Tour 11, but I just think they're useful as obviously like a bit of a starting point. But I just think there's so many different wind strengths, wind angles. It's just not practice. It's not possible to. I followed some of them when I started out, and I was getting further away from the hole than what I'd do if I was just playing my own shots. It's just that hole that really bugs me, or it gave me the FU angle that I thought that was going in. Oh no, you cheeky boy. Yeah, this is what I mean, Jay. It's each to their own as well. I think like everyone will be more comfortable playing different types of shots. Like some people would prefer to offset with curl rather than spin. There's a lot to be said sometimes for just setting your spin to the hole and then sort of adjusting your curl from there. I guess that doesn't work so much with sort of headwind or tailwind, but yeah, some people are going to be more comfortable with certain things than others. So, that was rubbish. I just think I've just not been in Tour 11 quite long enough to have got every single shootout hole dialed in. Well, I guess in Tour 11, no one's completely dialed in. Let's be honest. Clearly Ian Ballinger's a better player than what I am, but you watch history, he doesn't make it perfect every single shot. Still probably enough to beat me 9 times out of 10, but. I'm only joking, aren't I? How's the push going with Clanables? I think they've, from what... Oh, not this hole again, are you kidding me? From what I could see, they've got quite a few points. Presume they're doing alright. See, look, this wind is horrible. Is that got a head on it? I might play this Cataclysm. Oh, gosh. Something like that, maybe? Who knows? Let's do max 10. Oh, jeez. 5 rings. No! Oh my gosh, this is going to be horrendous. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's gone over the back. Oh, no, it hasn't. I mean, under the circumstances. Don't be mean. If I'd have seen my opponent play that shot, I'd be pretty mad. See, that's also one of those shots where having a navvy on is probably not ideal because you need more than one side spin. And obviously, you can start further up. See, Arna didn't have a head on his. he's putting a lot of curl on that. I'm not saying that's wrong, but although it was wrong. Jay. Don't even know what that is. I'm married. Oh dear. Well, we'll play the third game through, but I'll let you have it. Yeah, this is the thing, Arna. It's one of those holes. I think on that hole, it does, in a stronger wind, it does need more curl. But there's other holes like one of the can't even remember what the course is now. Sunshine Glades, where even when you've got like a 15-mile-an-hour crosswind, you know, you start adding curl to it, and suddenly you've over-adjusted it. It's ridiculous how, and that's still, you know, it's still got elevation on that hole. It's not like it's a completely flat hole. It's just weird how some of them, no mercy, sweep the leg. Yeah, it's just funny how some holes seem to need a lot of counter curl, whereas others need virtually nothing. But this is Playdemic we're talking about, so anything goes, really. Ooh, right to left. What hand am I, Laura? This shot here, I have absolutely no clue what the elevation is. I've dropped it once or twice, and I can't remember for the life of me what the wind was or what I played it at. Sian's got a good idea. So I didn't watch his shot, but you're much further down the hill than what I am. And you've got a straight tailwind as well, so you should drop this, really. I'll be very disappointed in you if you don't drop this. I think I'll probably play it 30, but I might live to regret that. Now let's do 25, because it's tail. And it's not a strong tail either. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Oh. Close. Close. Alright, let's have a look where we are. Should I just dunk it? Oh, no. Right, so that smacks. So let's play mid. Let's not fanny about a slider. Something like that. So mid is 9-9. Oh, I'm not going to arse about having dropped into the bunker. Get in the hole. Oh, it's going to be short, isn't it? Oh, oh, I tell you what. You twat. No, I figured you did do that deliberately, Arna. I just, I didn't watch what you did in order to get to that position. I should have been paying attention to that, really. Yeah, if I had have pushed up to account for the bunker, or just added a little bit of overpower, that probably would have gone in. I know, Jay, what a bell end. Stop pulling your glove up. Oh dear. Oh, I hate this hole as well. This is what I mean, recurring theme of my streams. I moan about every single shootout hole. Right, I've gone back to playing this in the shadow with as much right as possible and a little bit of top, but not too much, then 20% max, which is 8-4, but this just seems that the green has some really horrible glitchy spots. You can get a nasty dead bounce, or you can roll all the way past the hole, and it just confuses the hell out of me. But it's only Arna, so whatever. See, this looks like it's going to be well short. Well short. I don't get it. I can only assume it's because I've put too much curl on that and I've caught a different spot or what. I just don't know. Well, at least I can see what Arna's going to do here. See, that's exactly the spin that I set up. Admittedly, he set up a bit further up than I did. I think I was back more in that shadow. Maybe that's the slight tweak that I need. What elevation was he playing? So that was what? Well, I don't know what it is at the Cat 7. No curl. Interesting. Ooh, see that was... Yeah, see that was a much better roll. But that was still quite close to that bunker. Get out of here. Oh dear. Yeah, well, it makes me feel a bit better that, oh no, you didn't drop a hole in one or something like that. It's obviously not something I'm doing wrong. I think I've got your little tweak there. I need to set up a bit higher up, but like I had a 15 mile an hour wind on that hole, tailwind on that hole, and I didn't put any topspin on it, and it just went like way over the bat. It was just ridiculous. I caught a horrible roll. But that's fine. All these part de Paris holes, right, headwind, so we'll just lay up for an end-bringer then. So, I will tend to play this one off full top. And just do max 10, which is 9.3. I'll add a bit of overpower as well, just so I don't clip that rough. I have made this end-bringer chip the last few times I've played this hole, having gone for a spell of not being able to get the adjustment right whatsoever. I think it was just, I don't know what happened, whether I was up on a lump or something, or whether it was just a dodgy spot that I hit or what, but I over-adjusted one, and just since then I thought I'd been getting the elevation wrong, but I think it does just play standard end-bringer method, but like I say, I guess, you're never going to get 100% of those chips, so... Ben, how you doing, mate? How you doing? I see Playdemic screwed you over with your usual tournament reveal stream, releasing it early. I don't know if it was them who released it early, but it certainly, the news got out earlier than usual, didn't it? Bit of a weird one, but... Ooh, right, okay, I'm going to play this 40%. Actually, no, I'm going to play power 4 ball numbers. Seems we're not, we're past max. So that's 15.4 rings. I didn't get my, I didn't get far enough the hill. I should have put full top on the drive, really. YOLO. Ooh, see, I should have done P5 numbers. I normally do, but I didn't look like I was that far past. Oh well. Yeah. P5 numbers would have been another half a ring, so... That's fine. That's fine. Oh dear. Yeah, it's a shame, because you normally get quite a lot of people. Well, I normally jump on that one as well. Although it's quite nice that it's. I was saying earlier in the stream actually that I think the last time they had that course, Kohong, I think that's what it's called. Last time they had that course in a tournament was sort of when I was quite new to the game, really. And the full 18 was the Spring Major 2019 when I wasn't, I didn't even have the game full stop. So yeah, I was saying about how I went back on Tommy's old stream and was looking at the live chat and couldn't believe how many people who were in there are still about now. It's crazy, really. I think I saw Angles Dan in there and who else? Oh, I can't even remember now, but yeah, I was a bit worried because I've never played it from the third tee, because I'll probably do Master. But it doesn't look too bad. I guess it all depends, as usual from the third tee, it all depends on the winds that they give you. If they mess you about with a load of headwinds, then it's always going to be a problem. But I think, to be fair, in Master, they don't tend to have many, straight headwinds off the tee, unless it's one where you're going to sort of comfortably be able to get within a decent range to attack the pin anyway. So oh, I missed that. Is Laura been calling you out, Anna? Oh dear. Right, so this hole I'll normally play, it'll always be wood club. I tend, in cross and tail, I'll normally play 20%. I think in headwind, if it's a straight headwind, I think 30%. So, oh, this is a good shot. Yeah, fair one. I did get a hole in one on this hole earlier, but it was a much nicer wind than this. And again, right to left on this hole is not ideal, especially if a side spin one ball, but then he had it as well, so I can't really moan. Is that going to roll out enough? It's got a bit of a tail on it, hasn't it? Let's just go for that. 4-6. Bit of counter curl as well, just to be greedy. Let's have a look. Roll! Oh, see, I called it as well. I said I don't think that's going to roll out enough. It's too hard to tell with the Cat 6. You don't get the ball guide. But that was a good shot anyway. If I'd put a little bit less back on that, I would have been alright. You've been playing some Tour 12, Ben. Bloody hell. You're brave. I literally haven't even by accident, I've never even ventured in there. It's and I think if I did, I'd close the app quickly. 2-0 up, jeez. That is very impressive. The thing is, I sort of think it's one of those where, I guess maybe in your mind you make it out to be more scary than what it actually is. But then, obviously, you've got the best of the best in there. Trophy count obviously doesn't come into play either, so it's not like you can deliberately match up with sort of the lower players. But I guess there must be some other people in there who are probably just starting out and whatever else as well. So, yes, just the shootout holes are just horrible though. Like, completely unforgiving with the elevation and obviously with the strength of the wind that you're going to get as well. Yeah, see, I think this is the sort of wind that we had when I played Ian the other day, and he got it in between the trees. I haven't really worked out the best way to. I was playing some ridiculous slice shot, which I might just go for, to be honest, just for the hell of it. The first few times I played this hole, when I first ventured into Tour 11, I managed to get sort of near the green but quite a few times, and then just all of a sudden just couldn't replicate it. Oh, I'm not keeping up with what you two are going on about in the chat, but see, this is a nice shot. I don't know whether to just do that, to be honest. Still not an easy second shot, and he's going to risk the trees. I might just go for a flipping slice just for the... Oh no, I'm sure that's a lot more of a crosswind angle than what he had. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure he had more tail than that. Right, so maybe red ring to the bar. Let's try and figure out a new shot. So go max 10, which is 11.4. I won't push up. I'll do... Oof, didn't really want to hit a great right there, but... Oh, that's an awful shot. Oh, I'm stuck behind a tree. So, I think what we can tell from that is that obviously the great right wasn't ideal, but I obviously needed more curl as well to the left than that. I guess it was quite a strong left to right wind. I'm in Suffolk, Ben, so we went into Tier 4 from Boxing Day, but it's absolute crap. But to be honest, I'm happy staying in at the moment because I think it's. The thing is, I know there's that you can read into it as much as you want, but our hospitals are pretty swamped around here, so it is what it is. I sort of think I'll happily stay home and do my bit, because if I had to go into hospital, I'd rather there be enough beds for me to actually be treated. I think some people would rather pretend the whole thing doesn't exist and just go out and do something stupid. So I would obviously rather. Oh, I've still got a chance here from the rough. But yeah, we still had a Christmas, which was obviously nice. Yeah, I didn't push up only because I didn't want to carry so far that I was going to then hit the bunker. Something like that. Go on, get in the hole. Boom! See, I planned that the whole time. Yeah, I don't know anyway. I don't know, Jay. I think the thing that I've found is, and especially if you've got a strong tailwind as well, I find that although you can push up, you can extend the target. I think when you actually apply full overpower, it carries more than what it shows you it's going to carry, if you know what I mean. So I think if I'd have pushed up any there, I would have needed to have moved to the right to avoid the bunker, because obviously it sort of increases size out to the right there. I think, I don't know, anyway, whatever. You're going into Tier 4 as well. Yeah, I haven't seen the announcement, to be honest. Because I guess I knew we were going to stay in Tier 4, there wasn't much else to... Oh, I hate a headwind in this hole. Yeah, because it's weird, because down where we are, we've had really low sort of infection rate the whole way through. Because, I'm actually just outside Ipswich, so going on to your next question, it would be Ipswich. Although I did see advertised, I'm sure there was something in Chelmsford which I saw, which was something that you were doing as well. I don't know, but I presume that did go ahead in the end, did it? Because it was obviously going to be socially distanced and everything anyway. But yeah, we've had really low infections the whole way through. So it was weird. It's been weird that obviously with this supposed new strain, which has sort of come about. It's been weird that we've actually had suddenly all these infections, because previously we've not really, although we've obviously been in lockdowns and we've, followed rules and so on and so forth, it's never been quite so much of a big thing here, because like I say, it's I've sort of got away with it really, but yeah, it's not looking good at the moment. Got a few family members who have got it, So I've started laying up on this hole in a headwind. Previously, I was just trying to send it. And oh, that was close. just hoping that you got tailwind from that bunker. But I saw someone else lay up and I realised that actually you can sometimes make it over the cataclysm. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Oh, I wouldn't be trying to do it with a sniper. So yeah, anyway. Anthony, how you doing? Oh, thank you. Glad it's been helpful. I do try and talk through my shots. I guess the problem is they don't always go the way I talk them up. Oh gosh. This is not what I thought it was going to be, but that's fine. Let's see if we can hit that rough and roll out. To be honest, I'd rather go over the top if anything. So we go 5-6, which is max plus 5. I don't know why max plus 5, but there you go. Yeah, Ipswich region. Yeah, oh, hello. Oh, I've clipped the rough. Are you kidding me? Ugh. Oh dear. Yeah, it is crazy. I think, unfortunately, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't want to have to be in any sort of position of authority during this whole thing. I think the government haven't really helped themselves here. They have made things quite confusing unnecessarily sometimes. Because I think like the tier 4 that we're in now is virtually the same as the lockdown. I guess they've now decided that rather than call it a lockdown, they'd rather call it something else, so we don't feel like we're as as restricted as what we actually are. Right, I know there's a funnel here, but with a crosswind I might just dunk it, to be honest. Only problem being I don't know whether I need to play any elevation. Don't know whether this sort of drops. Does this drop? It might do a little bit. What sort of distance are we at? Oh, geez, quite far up. What? Thorn is going on forever. Right, let's just do no elevation, and let's do 27%. That sounds about right to me. 5 rings exactly, see? Anyone would think I know what I'm doing. Oh, I can't even see where the ring is. Oh, that was such a bad grate. Get in the hole anyway. I don't know what happened there. My finger just like glued itself to the screen. That didn't look like that would have been too far off either, but oh well. I should have just tried to find that funnel. It is pretty big, but I think it's a lot easier in a head or a tailwind. It's more of a sort of up and a down funnel than it is a right to left funnel. Such a bell end. I did that, funnily enough, yesterday on another hole, and it said it was coming back and was going to go in the hole, but it sort of caught a weird bounce, and it just rolled up the hill and stopped on the fringe. I looked like such a bell end. Oh, right, okay. This is where I'm glad to have my crossover, because I'm probably going to pull into cat range. So I'm going to play this max plus 10 power 5 numbers with the cataclysm. I really hope I actually pull back into the cataclysm. There we go. So 10 rings. If this goes well, I'll explain what I did. That's not great. That needed more. I've done that before as well, and I'd forgotten. So what I did there was I know the spin roughly for the wood club. So I normally play about 2.5 backspin, one side spin, line it up with the driver, and then I'll play max plus 10% power 5 numbers of the Cataclysm, knowing that I'm going to pull back into that. I think the problem that happened there was, because I landed further forward than what I aimed, it kills the bounce a bit, it sort of flattens the bounce, which is why it only rolled up where it did. So I think it actually needed more. I think, and it obviously went to the left as well, so I think had I have played that maybe P5 15% elevation, another half a ring, maybe more. I don't know, the rings are quite big with it. Cat. I think he's got us here as well. That looks less than 4 yards. Yeah, fair one. I'll have to try it. This is the problem. The thing is, you might go through a run of getting these holes, but you don't always get the same wind. So I knew what shot I was playing, but I'd obviously forgotten that bit. It's almost like you need they've given you tournament practice, you almost need to get tour play practice as well. I'll try and remember that anyway next time. I remembered it was P5 numbers, but I'll try and add... Right, okay, so here what I do is I'll set up with a power 5 ball, a bit like that, and then adjust max 10 P5 numbers, 6, 7. Ah, bollocks. Right, okay. So that didn't quite go to plan. Please do a thing. Oh, I got away with it. Oof. Yeah, so what I normally do in a tailwind there is I set up with a power 5 ball, so I get the same aim spot. Set the spin. Normally, if it's a strong tailwind, I'll just go full backspin with the Apox 6. If it's not quite as strong or slightly more crosswind, I'll do all but one. And obviously there, as you saw, I only pulled back to, after my adjustment, I think it was about 22 yards. So obviously I'll normally, depending on where I pull back to, I'll change to a Navi or a Titan, and then play max overpower. So with that one, obviously I'd lost, 6 yards. So I just took another backspin off, and then played full overpower with the Titan. So that worked quite well. That was a bit of a long-winded explanation. He's at the tree, isn't he? Oh, as if he's rolled out. Oh dear. Things you love to see. Yeah, don't overcurl that one, because you can definitely risk the trees and then go straight into the water. Oh well. Rather have my putt than his wedge, even though he got away with it. Is anyone else trying to snipe us at the moment? I think no one else who's... I think Laura... Didn't you say your... Oh no, because I guess your account that's probably got enough trophies is in in the clan, isn't it? Where are you at the moment? Have you been grinding, Laura? $13,300. Did you have to play any games at a different tour to try and get the even number of points last season, Laura? I know that's what you like. Ugh. I didn't watch that shot, but that rolled quite a long way. But that's fine. That's not a problem. Right, okay, so in a tailwind on this hole, I goes first. I will, because it's got cross on it as well. Oh gosh. I'll probably play 25% P3 numbers. But the problem, I don't think that 25 is necessarily the right elevation, like I say, especially in a cross. But the problem is, obviously, when you've got a tailwind, it does carry you down further, so... Oh, this looks good. It's going to come straight back down towards the hole. Oh, I'm going to lose another game. Going on one of those runs. Getting anywhere within sort of 2 yards is good on this hole. I've got more of a more of a tail. Right, something like that. Let's go 9-3. And I'm not going to push up even though I've dropped down because of the tail. Let's see. I'm not holding out a lot of hope for this shot, to be honest. See, that was... See, I guess I've over-adjusted it because I set that up quite out to the right. Oh dear. Just when you think you're getting a hole down. I normally like this hole. Oh, I'm down below 5,000 trophies. Oh! Let's give him a rematch. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Stop the music. Oh, what have I done here? Oh gosh. I've come out of the I've come out of YouTube studio. Right. Get on with the shot, man. Right. What did Arna do here before then when he rolled out? He sort of hit the rough and rolled out. Let's see if we can copy him without accidentally putting ourselves in the bunker. No, I think we've missed the rough altogether. That's fine. We didn't go quite as far up as last time, so that's fine. Right, I'm completely lost here. Here we go, right. Manage. Oh, how do I get back in there? Here we are, right, I'm back. Yeah, funnily enough, Laura, I've seen someone else say that as well now. I know obviously you and Rich said that you worked that out, but I've heard other people say about tiers within tiers as well. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Couldn't have done a worse job of this update. Right, so I'm going to do 25% elevation, somewhere between mid and max. So let's do 16 rings. Probably guessing is not the best idea, but YOLO. Get in the hole. Oh, that camera angle though. Messed you about. That was close. Ah well. I think 25% is probably right from there. I obviously just didn't work my slider out properly. Yeah, honestly, I think the problem is I don't know how many of their developers actually, you know, whether they're into the game properly themselves or what, I don't know. But I get the theory behind it. I understand what they were trying to do. They were just trying to make it more inclusive, but what they didn't sort of figure into that is the fact that, you know, especially when it comes to expert, it can be applied obviously as well in other divisions, although I don't really care quite so much about people moaning about rookie being too hard now. But it's just, and to not think about the rewards as well, I think that's the biggest thing for me. Like, I haven't played I haven't played around in expert tier 3 anyway. Oh, is this going in? Oh, close. Yeah, because as soon as they introduced it, I just went straight to master anyway. But how could they think, like, yes, make it more inclusive, that's okay. But from like a tier 3 expert player's point of view, you know, to put up a crazy score, and you know, which would have easily won any other tier 2 or tier 1 bracket, but to then only obviously get, you know, 50th place or something, like, it's just madness. It doesn't make sense. Like, the rewards that you get for shooting that score compared to what someone else is getting for a gold for shooting probably less than that, it just makes you, yeah, insane. Ooh, this looks too taily to do the rough bump. Ooh, big wind as well. Another wind where I really hate left to right crosswind on this hole, because you should really be playing on that left hand pad, but I just haven't figured it out at all. And with a cataclysm as well, there's just no chance that I'm going to make any sort of decent shot out of that. I did try and do an APOC to cat switch over for the rough bump. But obviously it changes the elevation massively, and I missed the rough by a long way. So I'm not going to waste another game figuring out. Yeah, exactly, Anna. Even if she agrees with you normally, she has to change her opinion just so she can disagree with you. Oh, it looked for all the world that was going to hit the rough. See, I would normally say that that's a bad shot, but to be honest, anything goes on this hole in this wind. I've got no idea where I'm going to get. See, I've got more of a crosswind than what he had, which is not a bad thing. Okay, so let's go max 10. Or a little bit less, because this makes me nervous. We're going to need a fair chunk of curl. Let's see. See, I always come up short on this hole, but it's still better than him, so not a great shot. Oh, bless her. She does take quite a lot of abuse, I guess. It's all banter, though. We all take a lot of abuse in our own right sometimes. I've taken enough abuse for being a cheapskate for the last however many seasons, not buying any ball packs. I was actually tempted by the last one. I've got this hole again. All right, let's give that sniper shot one more go. I think I'm going to give up on it after this, because even though I got close last time, I just don't feel like I'm doing it right. Yeah, I was tempted to get some of the Win 5 Power 1 balls, but the cheapskate inside me couldn't get over the fact that I was then going to have to take all of those shitey champagne, whatever they are, balls as well. Because in theory, they're a good ball. But it's also the sort of ball that you could potentially be see yourself using overpower on, and you've got basic ball needle stability, which is just... I know there's a lot, it's a lot of stats to it already. But I don't know. I just thought 20 quid for only 20 win 5 balls. I'd be playing my master round, and every time I line up for a par 3 with one of those, I'd be thinking, that's £1 I've spent just there. Oh dear. Marriage counts. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I'm glad I got over my my issue with Playdemic support. Shut up, Anna. I'm glad I got over my issue with Playdemic support with my Centurions from the other season. That was definitely a big barrier for me. But yeah, I don't know. Right, so something like that. So let's go 8-6. Don't pull back to the min line. Oh, you wanker. Right, a little bit of underpower on this then. Oh, and a great left. Just to... If this goes in now, nah, it's not even going to roll back, is it? Oh, it is, Go on. That was close. Oh, dear. Shut up with your nice shot. It wasn't an hour, it was like 12 minutes. 13 minutes, are you kidding me? I hardly ever check the chat anymore, to be honest. I just can't be bothered. When I get me grinding boots on, I can't concentrate. I think the problem is, this is why I can't understand how people manage to dual grind, because I'm so consumed, my small man brain is so consumed by playing a game in Tour 11, I couldn't possibly think about doing something like writing something in the chat or playing another game. Oh, I'm getting a dry throat. I think I need a beer. I have no clue what that should mean, but there it is. Oh, are you kidding me? Fuck's sake. Really? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I've just lost to that shot. He knows he's got lucky, but that's not the point. Honestly, when it goes like that and you just think, is it time to stop now? I think I'm now at that point where maybe I'm just going to try and win one game and then we'll call it quits. Oh dear. That is annoying, but that's fine. I've had some lucky drops. That is the one thing that I do find a little bit frustrating some evenings on Tour 11. It happens to me as well. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes you'll win a game and you'll win, and it's obviously you get a little bit lucky, and then other times you lose a game and it's a bit lucky, and it's just, I don't know. Other days, obviously, you'll pull out some better shots, but right. So what I do in this wind now is I do white ring by the left rough, and do max plus 10, which is 7-9. Because of this wind angle, you need to set up quite far right, so then full curl. See, look how close that actually ends up landing to the rough. Although, okay. So setting up at max distance is probably the wrong idea. Oh gosh. Yeah, I think if I'd have set up, I think white ring to the rough is the right play. Because I think if he uses full curl here, which presumably I guess he won't, if you use a lot of curl, you can find that it takes you and you'll clip that rough and go into the sand. Because I've done it and I've had opponents do it on me as well. So look how close he was there. If you hit a great, that is night-night. Goodness sake, Anna. I read that comment and I didn't get anything from that, but now you've said it. Right, we'll just play this mid. There, right, okay, 4.5. Have to push up a bit as well. Only a touch. And then some of that. Oh, bloody Nora. What is going on? Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm playing like an absolute bloody bellend at the moment. What even was that? That was such a bad grate. Deary me. I hope he gets this in, to be honest. Save some embarrassment. Jeez, I must have over-adjusted that as well. Obviously, yes, the grate didn't help. So, me just saying, oh yeah, just play mid and 10%, that's fine. I've obviously done it far too much. Should have just dunked it, really. Jeez. There's me saying I'll win a game and then finish. We might be here a while at this rate. Get in the hole. This looks good. Whee, well played. That's where I am. I normally beat this guy, so I might rematch him. He'll be thinking, who's this retard who I've just played? He must remember me. How close am I to my... I've got a season challenge, which I think... Oh no, I've got to win 100 games in a shootout. I've done all my others. Right. Come on then. Let's not go on one of those horrible losing streaks, please. I know I already am on one, but... At least I can say... Well, actually, that other game I lost was pretty unlucky, but... Generally, I've just not been playing that great tonight, to be honest. Which is fine. It happens. I've already put up a lot more points than Anna and Laura, so... Wonder if I've overtaken 30 yet. I can have one of these things where I'll just keep spinning now. Here we go. Oh, I've played this guy a few times. I think has he got fully maxed clubs, this guy? Seem to get a few people with fully maxed. Oh no, I'm thinking of someone else. That's fine. Normally in a headwind, I will try and bounce over, sort of first bounce on the first pad, second bounce on the second pad, and then roll up onto the third bit just for a sort of a no spin thorn shot. I think the problem you have is in a straight headwind that's this strong. It's too hard an adjustment and you risk the water. I've done that too many times before. You try and play a fairly simple shot and you end up just making a complete arse of it. So you beat me by a long way last season. A long way. You had a couple of very nice master finishes last season. Right. So let's just play it from sort of there. Some nice ethnic music going on. I presume this is going to leave a cat shot. I don't know whether I've sort of gone up far enough that I'll be maybe slightly in between. I don't know. Ooh, that's not a nice wind. So I'm further up than him. Oh, I bet I'm going to be adjusting right in between clubs, aren't I? I think I might do what he's doing, to be honest. Although it's going to be even harder for me. What did I get last? Oh, I got just over 11 and you got 13 something, didn't you? No, I haven't overtaken Fernie yet. I don't think I've put many points up tonight, to be honest. I think I've probably lost more than I've won. Clan's coming up for 200k though, so that's not too bad really. I think we've done a lot better this season than what I thought we might do. Oh my gosh, if that goes in. Close. Alright. Why are you saying you're good? All my fault. Bell end. What did I do to upset you, Paul? Get in the hole. Oh, close. Oh yeah, I've just seen that that's finished. Yes. Well, I don't know who's really... Well, I guess there's quite a few people who are within touching distance of Liverpool now, really, aren't there? God, they look absolutely gutted about it as well. They are fuming that they've drawn. Brilliant. Right, what shootout hole are we going to get this time? Get your head in the game. Need to win one. Anything other than Parc de Paris. Oh, I haven't had this one in ages, which is rubbish because I've forgotten what I do on this hole now. Oh, headwind. Right. I think the play is normally... I think it's min 35. I just never know the spin on this hole. That's my main problem. He's got a slightly harder shot because he's in P3 range, so you can't necessarily see, but I guess if he knows what he's doing. I think some people play that. I think if it's a stronger wind, people tend to play mid. I don't know whether it should be played mid in all winds. I just can't remember. That looks good. I'm surprised that's gone out to the right a bit. I don't know why you're crying. I think I'd take that, to be honest. Something like that, maybe? Who knows? Right, let's go. 6-2. And maybe push up a little bit. Oh, fucking hell, who knows? Ugh. Not confident about this. Oh, that's long. Oh, fucking hell. Oh my gosh. I had a feeling in my head it was 6 backspin, but it just looked like it was going to be too much. Oh, I'm going to give away all my trophies at this rate. Come on then, Paul. Put your money where your mouth is. Oh, what a bell end, honestly. Ugh, this feels like the when I decided to stream some Tour 11 after my mini master round, and I just lost game after game after game. I just don't know why this happens sometimes. Yet another day, like I did this the other day, I'd given away so many trophies on Tour 11, and then I just went through sort of a couple of hours and got them all back. It's just ridiculous. It annoys me. I'd almost rather win one, lose one, win one, lose one, because going for a period like this where you just feel like you just cannot do anything to win is so frustrating. It really is. I know everyone goes through it as well. I know we've had people saying that in the chat. Some people go, like in our clan, people were saying yesterday they're going on 10-game losing streaks, which I don't know if I've had it quite that bad, but it's horrible. I feel like I'm going to have to go back. I think I might have pushed all my replays out of out of my hub now. I feel like I need to go back and replay like the hole-in-one I got earlier, just make myself feel better. It's okay. You do know what you're doing. Deary me. Right. What did I do? Okay, so in a headwind, I'm probably going to need a bit of top spin, even though that took me too far last time. Something like that. Let's go mid, no elevation. 4-3. Go on, lucky shot, get in the hole. Came in hot again. Obviously doesn't need 2 top spin there. Oh dear. Is there another game on after this? No, it's too late, surely. Maybe there was another game on at the same time. Oh. What happened to the... Oh, the Spurs game has been postponed, has it? Oh. I presume that must have been... They must have had some Rona cases as well, like the Man City game. That'd be just my luck if that went in. Right. Let's see if we can get this guy. The thing is now, I've lost so many games that I feel like even... Oh my gosh, if I've just missed that. I feel like if I do win one, I need to like try and keep going and to try and get back on a run. Deary me. Maybe I need to do what Ben was saying earlier in the chat and just get up into T12. Can't win in Tour 11, go to Tour 12. Oh, I can already see this wind is horrible. This is one of those winds where you're not going to know till you adjust your shot. I might have to quickly see. Don't know whether I'm going to be pulling into APOC or not. It looks like it probably will with a P1 ball. Yeah, okay. So, although no doubt I'll get more of a flat crosswind. I think I'll set it up probably 6 backspin, 1 left spin, or maybe a touch more. We'll see what this guy does. Oh, that was awful. I'm sure I'll manage to do worse though. Oh, we have got more of a flat crosswind angle as well. Do you know what? I knew it. So he pulled into APOC, and I'm not going to. Right. Oh. Okay. Well, I'll take it, I guess. I would have quite liked the practice, to be fair. Although I was just moaning. Right, we can't end on a forfeit. Let's carry on. Can't imagine there's many people left watching this shit anyway. Oh dear. Oh, you can't win in 10. Yes. It's crazy. To be honest, I went through phases like that when I was in 10, even after I'd had it maxed for months. I'd just, get down, I haven't had this hole in ages. I think I don't know, mate, I haven't had it like that before in any tour other than Tour 10 and Tour 11. I guess people must experience it as well. Oh, jeez, I think I'm going to whack a Kingmaker on here. People must have it on other tours as well, but it just seems to be sometimes things just don't want to go for you. Yeah, other days, everything goes for you. So there doesn't seem to be any in between. Oof. Hopefully this will be alright. Oh, that landed quite a lot further back than I was expecting. Not really gained much there by going over. But that's fine. If we get a nice tailwind, we might be able to attack the guy. I don't even know if we would from there, to be honest. See, he's being sensible. He's just laying up right back there. Yeah, I think the only thing that I would say is in Tour 10, I think for me, I'd already built up a decent... Because I lived in Tour 9 for quite a while, and I got up to over 1 billion coins before I went into Tour 10. Not deliberately, it's not like I was waiting for that or anything. But I just didn't feel like I should be going up, and then as it happened, I maxed it quite quickly in the end. But yeah, I think eventually, I think by the time I got up to Tour 11, I think I probably had more like 3 billion. So coins have never really been too much of a problem. Oh yeah, why did I think we were going to be able to attack the green here if we got tailwind? We're absolutely nowhere near. So let's just try and lob it up there. I'm glad it's not just me that goes on a losing streak anyway. So I've finally come up to T10 max for yes. Annoying, isn't it? Weirdly though, I think when I've only got 2 accounts, and when I took my baby account up to Tour 10, I had... what clubs did I... I've had Thor's Hammer 5 for ages, so that was obviously useful. But I think at the time my APOC was only at level 2 or something stupid like that. But it helped that when I started playing and Tour 10, and it was then when they removed the Oasis course. And obviously, yes, it's still nice to have the curl on the APOC for a couple of the other sort of Nordic and thingy holes. I was able to sort of get through, and I maxed it really quickly. I was really surprised. But then I've been on losing streaks on that account as well, because obviously the thing is in Tour 10 it varies so much, the clubs you'll come up against. I think in Tour 11 it's a lot more balanced. Like, yes, you'll come across guys who've got completely maxed out everything, but generally you won't see, you don't see people venturing up with an APOC 4 as a general rule. Whereas I think on Tour 10 you do seem to get that variety. You'll have people who are completely maxed out, and then people who are just, you know, nowhere near that. So it can be difficult. Right, so let's do... I'm going for the dunk. I don't know why. I shouldn't do really, but... See if we can hit the funnel if we miss. 4-7. I figure I've got to make a dunk at some point. I've missed so many by so small a margin. Get in the hole. No, didn't even get the zoom in. I think my opponent probably had the right idea here. I think he's set up at such a point on that bit where he can attack the funnel a bit more. I might be wrong, because I'm not that experienced on this hole. So he's already setting his spins, he knows what he's doing. It's sort of, the funnel's there, but it doesn't look like it's going to take him to the hole. But then, I don't really know. Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there, to be honest. We've got it's fine, I get it. I know why, I do understand, because it is that much easier to not ever have to use any sort of, you know, decent balls. You know, I know people still do, but you can literally just get away with navies and quasars and whatever. So I do understand, because in Tour 11, naturally you're tempted, like what I got here, you know, a massive great headwind. You are tempted to then splash out on... I think he's caught the funnel as well. Well, fair play. Yeah, well, at least I've learnt that now. But yeah, I do understand. But yeah, when you're trying to then get up with a smaller account, it's just impossible, really. I should have stopped after that last one as it happened. Oh, gosh. Right. I don't know how many times I'm going to say this now, but one more. Yeah, I think the only thing I would say about that is, although I understand it, I just think for me, and this is the issue that I had, is that before I moved up, if I'm in a tour for that long, and I have done it, I've been in a tour for a while, but I guess for me a while is like, you know, 3 or 4 months. Whereas for some people, you know, they've been in Tour 10 for years, but I just don't know how people can still be interested in it. I really don't. Like, when you've played it, those holes that many times, I know that there's still obviously an element of every game is going to be slightly different, but I just think, I don't know, it just seems a bit boring to me. That's why I wish they'd changed the holes around a bit more. That being said, I think if they were to change the holes on Tour 11, I don't think I'd want them to take Parc de Paris out, only because I haven't really nailed them down yet, whereas I sort of feel more comfortable on Sunshine Glades. Not been good with my max over power shots recently. I was going for a good phase. Oh, that'll do. Yeah, I don't know. I think the last time I did a push season, one push season with my second account, and it's still only got APOC 4, so I was grinding Tour 10, and honestly, I just lost the will to live that season. I really couldn't be bothered. See, why are you wasting? Well, I guess they are more of a... See, look at this guy, APOC 8, paid ball. I guess this is probably is more of a tour ball than it is a tournament ball. So I guess I can understand if he wanted to buy some Win 5 balls. I'm so far off having a maxed epic, it's ridiculous. All of the top spin. He didn't even... Didn't seem to get that much further than what I got, to be honest. See if we can attack the rough bump from here. Oh, that is a big wind. I don't think I've got the spin. Oh, do you know what? Let's just do it. Let's do it. YOLO. Oh, what the oh my gosh, what have you... What? How did I hit that bad a grey? I don't know what happened there. I don't think it glitched. I don't think it did. I think psychologically I knew that if I was to hit a great right there, I was going to miss the rough. But that was like a double great right. I think if that doesn't prove that I need to stop, I don't know what does. Oh gosh. Double great right on not even an overpowered shot. So bad. Not been my finest hour, but that's fine. Still got a chance with a rough shot, but I just can't seem to hit perfect with these bloody rough or overpowered shots today. We've got a straight tailwind as well, so we can't even moan about that. Okay, so we don't really want to do that. Oh, jeez, you absolute cretin! What a rubbish shot this is already. Why am I even doing this? Oh. Right, that's me done. I don't know what's happening. I really don't. I never hit greats that badly. That's really poor. It's just in my head, so that's fine. Shame to lose on that many losses, but I'll come back into it tomorrow, no doubt. So enjoy the rest of your days and evenings, wherever you be. I've been very charitable tonight on Tour 11. Deary me. I'm pretty sure I started. Let's just see how many wins I actually got there. 264. So what? Only just over 10 wins. Oh, dearie me. That's fine. It's still points for the clan, but I've got some serious I started the day on over 5,000, so I've got some trophies to make back. Anyway, catch you guys later. Bye-bye.